Alright, so I'm going to take you through how to create a lookalike audience in this training. Now remember, a lookalike audience is essentially an audience that looks similar or resembles what we call a seed audience. So this is typically referred to a custom audience. So custom audience, remember guys, is warm to hot traffic. People that are either on your email list, they visited your website, they visited your landing pages, watched videos, engaged with you in some shape or form. So we're essentially creating a cold audience that is very similar to a custom audience. So a seed audience is what we would call that. Now I'm in my audience tab here, so I'm in Business Manager, and to access this just click on Audiences. And once you're here, what you're going to do is click on Create Audience, and you're going to click on Lookalike Audience. Now this is the window that's going to pop up. Notice there's a new feature in this one. This may or not be there by the time you hit yours. But the first thing it's going to ask you is for a source audience. So this is essentially your seed audience. Now typically lookalike audiences need at least 100 people from a country, from any one country, to create a lookalike. So you need to have 100 people on your email list from the UK or 100 people from the USA, for example. However, there are exceptions to this. For example, the LTV lookalike, this new feature here, only really requires 20 people. So test it out. Sometimes you can get away with much smaller audiences. So for now, let's pick a source. Now if I click on here, it's actually going to drop down with all the existing custom audiences I have available. So you'll see here website visitors, purchases, all sorts of custom audiences here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one. So I've picked the source of my audience, and the next step is to actually select the location. So you can only choose one country at a time. This is a bit of a pain, but you can definitely select regions as well across the world. So for now, we're just going to go United States. Again, make sure you have at least 100 people in the seed audience within this country. And you can then adjust the size. Now this is the similarity of what your lookalike will be from your seed audience, whatever that might be. So a 1% similarity is the closest match you can get to your seed audience. And you'll see here Facebook gives us an estimated reach, so this one has 2 million people in it, all the way through to 9–10%, where we now have 21 million people in this audience. So this is a really big audience, this one. Now, which one is best? Well, it depends really what you're trying to achieve, what the funnel is, how big your budget is. I always recommend testing at least the 1% first and foremost, but you can definitely go bigger and try different options. The other thing that you can do is actually create several audiences at once. So instead of having to do all of this again, just click on click on Show Advanced Options, and you can select the number of audiences that you want to create, and it will build all of these for you. So you'll have this saved into your Audience tab automatically. So we're going to go Create Audience. And now our audiences are ready to be used inside our ad sets, inside our targeting. Now, best practice with lookalikes is Facebook recommends you do not layer lookalikes with interests or other things like behavioral targeting. So it prefers it if you just keep it within location demographic and just the nice clean lookalike. Likewise, if you have a very small seed audience, sometimes your lookalike will also be very small as well. So building up that seed audience is really important. And lastly, if you're running a lookalike based off website custom audience, meaning people that visited landing pages or websites, just be aware that this will automatically update itself every day. So it'll automatically update the seed audience based on the new traffic that's hitting your website or hitting that landing page.